All right, boys and girls. Looks like we getting started a little later this morning. Market is already opened. Been open for about 11 minutes now, and as we can clearly see, it has done its liquidity sweep and is currently making its move a little bit higher, even though we've had a bit of narrow price action in the last little while. So it seems to be stalling out a little bit. Um, Again, I'm getting to it early, so just making some quick assessments based on price action. But it is looking like we are I'm peeking out there. There we go. It is looking like we are making a higher move here. I think we're getting to some all-time highs there, but clearly taking out um, London, and I believe this is the pre-market. Let's take a look here. Oh no, not quite the pre-market. 810, 25, 830. Okay, so good. We touched on it again. Didn't quite fully take it out, but now we took it out. Samesies here. Took it out. Looks like we're looking at previous London, previous Asia. So I'm just going to clean this up real quick. I'll take a quick look at the hourly, and then we'll see if we have a move here. We've got some other targets further up if we get bullish, but let's just back up a little bit. Let's be patient. Again, this is probably something where when these moves occur, um, regardless of me getting to the charts a little late this morning, I probably wouldn't have done anything anyway. So the main thing at this point is patience and calm. So that's what we are going to focus on. I'm going to take some of these out here. Just go through our regular process, go through our regular routine, and follow our regular rules because that is quintessentially what is important and needed to be a successful trader. Okay, let's take a look at that hourly. All right, so clearly on an uptrend. So this is good. Um, I believe at the moment we are at all-time highs, if I'm not mistaken, and it looks like we are. So Nasdaq made all-time highs, right on. Um, Not so much, of course, with ES. So ES has some catching up to do. We clearly have a SMT going on here, pretty strong one at that. Judging from here, let me take a look. Yeah, yeah. Um, could be better, could be stronger, but yeah, definitely looking good. So all in all, the bias is going to be bullish, and oh yeah, for sure, the bias is bullish, and it looks like it's continuing upward. So um, yeah, let's get back to our charts here. And again, this is we'll get these marked out. Let's just, again, we'll go through our routine while it's doing its thing. We'll keep an eye on it, but it's ultimately okay. This move is so quick on NASDAQ anyway that there's nothing I could have done. I don't think I would have taken anything here just because it moved so quickly. Now, again, this could have been something where, seeing it come down in pre-market, come back up and touch again, and then come down, the move could have happened right at open. So that's a possibility. I mean, I guess one could make the argument that with the move being made in pre-market like that, if it comes back up and touches those highs and then curls and comes up again, we could be heading stronger. Um, so absolutely, that argument could be made. Um, and it looks like we've cleared out New York highs too. Let's go back and do this again too, because we also cleared out New York highs, but I'm going to mark them anyway for today. Like I said, we're going through the process as if we were here for market open. So at this point, the best I could hope for is a continuation somewhere. We have had these, oh man. See, I'm just seeing it stall out here on ES, so in my mind, I'm thinking we're probably not quite as strong here as we might think. We took out those highs, ES did, but let's see if we've had any news here as well. Okay, so we got some PMI, we got job openings. So we do have some things going on. Going to be happening here in about 12 minutes. So this is probably better that we wait this out. All right. We do have high impact news going on right now, so ooh, this will be interesting. Let's do this. Maybe this is where using a fib retracement. Let's see here. Let's see what we get. Oh, come on. Geez, I'm criminers. There we go. Let's see what we get. Looks like it's bouncing off the 23. I'm going to go to the 1 minute real quick. We're seeing that it's respecting this gap. We have the fib retracement. So are we going higher? Yeah, we could be. I'm going to go ahead and take it.
Order filled.
And I'm going to put the stop right here. So this is a quicker trade. I'm not sure where I want this to go, because honestly, I don't know. I'm probably going to use the S&P as my target. If the S&P gets to that next marker, I think we're probably in pretty good shape. Let's see. I'm going to hop out now. I'm going to hop out. I can always get back in. We did get a break of structure to the downside, but we respected the gap. We're coming back up, and then we got a break of structure back to the upside. So this is actually a pretty bullish move right here, but I want to see what's going on with this. Something has me a little concerned about. Let's see, if we get a break above here, then I think we're going to be okay. I don't know. We hit those. I'm almost wanting to check out S&P. That looks like equilibrium right there. That looks like equilibrium. And if that is, I might have a shot at something. So let's take a look. Again, we're just going to have some patience here. If not, and we break to the downside, inverse this gap, then we might have ourselves a reversal. And I think we do. Let's see. Let's get rid of the Fibonacci because that's just not. Okay, we do. We have a break of structure. So I'm actually thinking we could be looking at a short. So we're going to wait and see if this gap gets respected. Because we do have a break of structure. If we get a break of structure and a gap that gets respected, we're probably in a short position. In which case we want to come back down to New York lows would be our target. But we're still in a bullish market here, so we're just going to have to see. Once we establish a low, all right, this is definitely going to be a wait and see scenario here. I think we might end up having to wait out the news too, to tell you the truth. I think that's why it's floundering. Let's go back to the 5-minute on these. And how about we just don't panic? We have a value gap now. So we can see if this value gap gets inversed. Excuse me. Or if we get a break of structure. That's what we're going to look for. Right now, we've respected the gap twice. So we could still be bullish. So we might actually look for an entry here. That gap did get inversed, but we have a gap here that if we inverse the gap going back up, we're probably looking pretty strong. I really think everything's just holding still until the news comes out. Don't be a panicking. We should know on this candle what's going on. We don't have a break of structure yet. That's what we're looking for. Break of structure or value gap. Things are looking pretty good on the S&P side. Stay patient. Stay patient. Got a bearish SMT for me. Okay, if we start shooting towards new highs, but I think right now everything is stalled for the news. And we still have a bearish SMT formed here. Okay, looks like we're getting a positive note here. S&P wants to push higher, but I think NASDAQ is holding it back, so we'll see. We're still bullish, though. Still very bullish. Let's see if we've got some targets on the 1 hour here that I'm not seeing. Nah, we just have a low. That's it. And we got a low down here. That's pretty much all of it. So. Still with that bearish SMT, but we're bullish overall, so. S&P keeps pushing. NASDAQ is chilling. So that means we're chilling. So that pre-market move would have been the way to go. Okay, looks like we're getting a good boost here. Let's see if this gives us what we need. NASDAQ is still chilling. S&P looks very positive, but NASDAQ's chilling. Sorry, my nose picking there. It just is what it is. Got to be able to breathe. Ow! Capped my knee there. Still not seeing it. Okay, looks like NASDAQ is touch pointed on an area of liquidity. So with this still being an SMT, we could definitely be looking at a short here. So yeah, that's definitely an area of liquidity. Broke through one, got to another. The other one's way up there. So this is where we're going to start looking at shorts. At SMT, what I really want to see is this candle to chill. You know, maybe drop, maybe stay right in there, and then get a slight slow up candle, and then see this thing pop down. So that's what we're looking for. Break of structure right here, and inverse value gap and a break of structure. So that's what we're looking for. Sorry about the nose again. Just got a few minutes left on this candle. I mean, anything can still happen. Okay, we're seeing tanking now. All right, so if we get this value gap or we get this, we're definitely seeing some action here now. I'm going to go ahead and play a short. Order filled. Actually, that's probably not good. Let me get out of this here. I'm going to get out. Order filled. Because that was not a wise move. No. You know, we could get this popping back up. I'm going to be patient. This is going to finish with the gap. I'm going to move to the 1 minute. Okay, so moving to the 1 minute, and we are going to wait for a retracement here. We gotta wait for it to pull back. Just be patient. Just be patient. We're going to wait for the pullback, and then we're going to enter. Equilibrium would be good too. Just wait. Wait, wait, wait. We're looking good, but we don't have a break of structure on ES. We do have an inverse value gap. But we're going to wait. This could be our move. This is the patience part. I want to see it get into that value gap. And then come back down. If we get to 38 on the fib, that's in the value gap. That's past equilibrium. I'd like to see this candle touch that point, and then if we're good there, I think we're good for a sale. Okay, so we touched the point. Did we inverse that gap? Are we faking people out here? What's going on? I'm going to sell.
Order filled.
Because I think what we have here is a continued candle. I think that's a good entry. Maybe not. I think I might want to get out of this. I'm nervous. Okay. We should be pretty good. Maybe not. We didn't get the break of structure on ES. We did on there. All right, I'm out.
Order filled.
Equal lows. Okay, I don't think this is helping me, so I'm going to get rid of it. Let's just stick with what I know. We've definitely established a downtrend. We kind of inverse that gap, but respect it at the same time. That's really weird. Okay, I think we're good here. I think I might want to short this. Or maybe not. Ay, ay, ay. Coming up into equilibrium. Equilibrium, I do know. So break of structure, all-time highs. This is just, or are they messing with people? I'm going to stay patient. This is just not. We got some chop going on, so I can't play in this sandbox right now. If we get a break of structure to the upside, then we could be heading higher. Okay. Wait for a pullback. See if we can enter higher. ES is probably the safer bet here. I need a pullback. Technically, that's not a break of structure, except on this candle, it very well could be. And if it is, then we have a much better chance of going higher. Much better chance. Break of structure on ES would be nice too. All right, there might be a trade here. Wait for this candle to finish, and then we got a value gap we can deal with, which is good. So we got a value gap that we can respect. I don't know what my target would be. That's the thing. Break of structure on ES would be nice. Of course, we never did get the break of structure the other way, so technically that's still in an uptrend. So might not necessarily need that break of structure. Well, it wouldn't be a break of structure because we didn't get the break of structure here. We just got the dip. So we did get a lower low, but not a full break of structure. So still technically an uptrend. Okay, looking pretty good. Honestly, I think ES is probably going to be my trade. But I just like the way NASDAQ moves better. All right, we got our break of structure. Yay! All right, let's go down to the 1 minute. And what we want is we've got a value gap here that we've been respecting. We did not get a break of structure on ES though. A break of structure. We didn't get an up candle. So we do want to pull back. Pull back and then a move up. All right, this would be good. If we can get a respecting of the value gap on S&P, not really seeing a trade just yet. It's flagging good, but I'm not seeing a trade just yet. Let's see this value gap get respected on S&P, and then if we break above highs on this flag on the 1 minute on NASDAQ, we might have a trade. we're close to inversing that gap, but not quite. Came close. We're respecting it. I think this is going to hang out until S&P figures out what it's going to do. I think we're respecting that gap, so got a slight break of structure there, but overall looking pretty good. Makes you wonder what's there. I mean, we're at all-time highs. What number is that? Are we at a number, at a natural number that's holding us out? 28,133. No, we're literally at all-time highs. All right, so are we respecting the gap or not? No trades yet. There's nothing quite there yet. It's like it's a ceiling there. Wow. I'm going to look for a break of structure to the downside here. I don't know. This isn't looking like a up candle just yet. We're sort of respecting the gap. All right, we're starting to push it. Breaking above. Come down. Is that a fake out? We're just taking out some liquidity up there. This is as sideways as it gets. Testing that value gap again. It's also equilibrium. You know, just for shits and giggles, let's see what the fib looks like. Because remember, we are in an uptrend. Come down, tag that 60. All right, we inverse that value gap. Now are we going to inverse the value gap going back up? Okay, we inverse the gap there, so we're probably going to be shorting. Wait for a little retrace.
Order filled.
All right, I'm actually feeling bullish on this because of the way the S&P is responding. So I'm going to go ahead and enter here. I've got a pretty good at this point I've got a pretty good stop. So I think this is what I'm shooting for here. I'm just going to target highs for now, all-time highs. I'm thinking it's going to go higher, but we'll see. I really want to see these gaps get inversed. So I guess we'll see what happens here. Okay, we inversed one gap, we're respecting the other. All right, maybe I am going to get stopped out. I think I am. Shit. Damn. Yep, I'm stopped out.
Order filled.
Shoot. That mean that I judged this wrong? I think I did. God, I'm feeling like it's going to drop. This is probably stupid, but it's more an intuition thing than anything. Probably the dumbest thing in the world I just did, but let's see. Yep, it is. Gosh damn it.
Order filled.
All right. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Well, I'm still positive on the accounts. But yeah, I hit max daily loss. So clearly I'm not in good stead here. This is not, I'm just going to have to work on some new stuff. So, dang it. I think the move is in pre-market. All right. That's it for now. We're going to pick it up again tomorrow. Just going to keep trying to figure some things out. All right. Bye.